We all have been using radio since our childhood, so in this video we are going to tell you about how it works. This is the block diagram of radio receiver circuit. The signal from transmitter reaches antenna and then the signal is passed through a preselect filter which isolates the FM spectrum out of electromagnetic region. This is amplified by a low noise amplifier and the output signal is sent to a mixer which takes the sum and difference of our two input signals which are from our oscillator and preselect filter. We can tune our oscillator to change the output of our mixer so that we can select a differentiation. The output of mixer is called intermediate frequency. This goes to IF filter and we filter the specific frequency that we require. That signal is sent to a demodulator which takes the encoded information and turns it back to audio. We then amplify it using audio amplifier and get output through speakers.
This is the FM radio receiver circuit. So what are the components of FM radio receiver circuit? First of all, we have the antenna. Then we have a trimmer capacitor of 15 to 120 picofarad range. Then we have an inductor of 0.15 millihenry. Then we have two BF494 transistors. We have a load resistor of 22 kilo ohm. We have a C2 capacitor of 0.22 microfarad. We again have a load resistance of 10 kilo ohm. We have LM386 operational amplifier. We have a C3 of 0.1 microfarad and we have audio jack connected to a headphone and we have 0.45 volt battery. So how does this circuit work? First of all, the antenna catches the signals and sends to the tuner. The tuner employs the combination of inductor and capacitor to form a circuit that resonates at a particular frequency. This resonant frequency depends on values of coil and capacitor. This acts as a band pass filter and blocks frequency above and below resonant frequency. So we only get the resonant frequency and we reject unwanted radio frequencies. Now, how does these oscillations take place? The two transistors form an oscillator which at certain bias voltage fight each other to conduct while turning the other transistor off. They also do the work of demodulation. Demodulation occurs when the FM signal is a bit lower or higher than the FM carrier and slope tuning is the result. Now, this output intermediate frequency goes to the amplifier. Now, R1 is used to control the output amplification factor. As we know, the amplification is a ratio of RF by RI. So these two resistances control the amplification factor. Now, the C3 is used to cancel the noise or the disturbances that may have occurred during tuning and other operations. Finally, we get the output through the audio jack and we can find the output through a headphone.
Friends, now we are going to discuss the real life application of this circuit. Say we want to tune our radio station to 93.5 FM. The component which helps us in selecting the required station is tuner. So in the tuner, the resonant frequency is related to the inductance and capacitance values by the formula F is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. So for F is equal to 93.5 megahertz and L is equal to 0.15 millihenry, by substituting the values of F and L in the above formula, we get C is equal to 19.3 picofarad. So by manually varying capacitance of the trimmer capacitor, we obtain a desired radio station corresponding to 19.3 pico F capacitance, which gets amplified and demodulated. Thank you.